Right, jobs here are rubbish. We could buy a license. What would be the best place to get something? We're not really going to get hazmat out of there, are we? Or are we? Machine factory. Machine factory. Does produce tanks, but we don't have the license for a tank. Military base. Well, we could technically afford military too, but it just depends if it's worth getting it, basically. Last time I came here, it was a bit rubbish. Look at that. One job? Like, literally one job in here. What is going on? 33 grand to deliver some tanks to the military base, which is an absolute pain to get to. Like, to get from here to here is not worth 33 grand. Add a 0 on the end and it'd be worth taking it. Right, let's try over here. Look, I can get this. So to go from here to here, which is an absolute pain to get to, 33 grand. And you need a license that will cost you $250,000. Or you can take a license that costs you 20 grand and just haul some excavators down to the harbour. What it needs to do, the job engine, I think, is it needs to look at these licenses and then multiply, have it like a weighted multiplier on this number. You know what I mean? So when it's working out the price, it says, well, a hazmat multiplies the price by 1 point whatever, and a military multiplies it by 2 point whatever, and then that way, it kind of scales properly. Doesn't matter what settings you go for, Larry. Like, the value of the contract needs to make sense. That's a Hazmat 3 shunt that will get you 15 grand. Just drop off some acetylene. Well, I'm trying to get loads of money to get the other licenses, Nerdy Drew, but what I'm basically saying is that the license, what you get in return for these jobs needs to scale based on the licenses that you need. It doesn't feel like it does that. It doesn't feel like it does that, because if it did, then this, 35 grand for this, and you only need a long one license, 33 grand for that, and you need a military 2 license, and the destination is way more difficult as well. That doesn't make sense. Overhaul on the economies on the roadmap. I'm happy about that because it needs it. Right. Machine found down to harbour. All roads lead to harbour. There's 50 grand there. Where can we get a really cool job? Wait, how much was the hazmat? Hazmat 3. We could get that for 300 grand. Trouble is, it reduces our deadline by 5%. It costs you anything, you want to make a profit. Exactly. To haul those tanks up to the military base from here is going to cost you a lot of money. Take the tanks and dump them off the valley. What's that going to achieve? Military 1 just doesn't reduce the deadline, which is nice. So I'd happily buy military license if you actually had a decent military job to go with it. Well, we went there before. You didn't get anything particularly exciting. I mean, it is random. So 52 grand, but you need Hazmat Military 3. 52 grand, you need Hazmat 3 Military 3. 46 grand, but you need Long 2 Military 1. And then that requires Hazmat. So it's like, it's very bipolar. It's very all or nothing. You can take that with the military 1, or you can take this if you have everything. You can take Hazmat 3 as settling jobs from harbour, then that go to steel mill or machine factory. So you have to go to harbour again. Oh yeah, the military 2 and Hazmat 2, you don't seem to see many of them. That's why it's not worth getting the... It's not worth getting the 2 license until you can get the 3, because there's not really much going on. It literally just adds... It just removes like 4% of your time allowed for no good reason. Well, military 2 tanks would go from here. No, they go from machine factory. And we saw that job, but there was only like 3 of them. Yov Hato, thank you for 74 months. So it's changed the tank one from 33 grand or whatever it was, 34 grand, to a military 2 Hazmat 3 45. And then this one requires a military 2 license, and you get paid 5 grand for dropping off some supplies. I mean, don't get me wrong, IRL, if somebody gave me 5 grand for 10 minutes work, I'd do it. But if you try and move that with a DE2, it's still going to cost you a few thousand. So you probably won't even make anything. Black Mutt, thank you for 113 months, sir. Let's try ye old liquid. What have we got? Right, that's rubbish. Can't really combine them either. Sheds and unload jobs is not worth it because they might not generate other jobs after. Unloading, no. Loading, maybe. If it looks like a big consist, it's worth loading it to generate a job if you're going there anyway. But unloading won't, not really. Ezekiel, thank you 4 months. Like, if that went to the same place as that, it might be worth it. Blackmut, thank you very much for gifting 15 subs. Welcome, guys. Thank you so very much. You got a sub, please, thank you. Check out the coal mine. We've not done any coal yet. Although, it very rarely spawns a DE6 here. I think it always spawns a steam. Thank you, Blackmut. Oh, it spawned a DE6. Interesting. Okay, where's the building gone? So there are how many? 3 steel mill. And 2 harbour town, but the harbour towns are all empty car logistic jobs. That one would generate some stuff that would probably, that would go to steel mill as well, wouldn't it? So then you're looking at 800 tons of coal out of this slope, plus 560. My God. I'm not even sure one DE6 would move that. This is a steep climb out of the coal mill. At the steel mill, you can pick up more for the harbour. Well, you can. But the problem is you have to stop off and have a look at the jobs. Annoyingly, if we did that job as well, it wouldn't be enough, would it? Like 2 DE6s couldn't handle all of that when that's loaded up. That would be too much, I think. Even with a run-up. Yeah, for those two. 1360 for those two. If you add that on top, 1680. I think that's too much. It's only rated for 1400. Yeah, but if you add that, if we did that one, it would generate a job which would weigh 320. Even those two on its own with a D6, because this is quite a climb out of here. It would need 2 D6s, and unfortunately, we don't have 2 available here. And if I go and get one, those jobs will change. And that's the frustrating thing. But we've not done a coal mine run, so we could do that to the steel mill. You're welcome, Mickey. So we'll take that one. We'll take that one. We'd want that one on the back. The coal mine only spawns steam loco and maybe a D2. No, Costello, that's not true. The reason that's not true is because I can literally disprove it right there. It's not true. It spawned... We already checked this at the start. It had a D6, but it won't spawn more than one. There's only ever one spawns here. If there was two here, or if I brought one here, that's fine. But then when you jump away and come back, it will have different jobs. I kind of wish the game would have... I kind of wish a game would show you this and then say, available for, and have like a timer. Like available for 15, 20 minutes, whatever it is. So you can go away, get hold of something, bring it back, and still have that job available. It would be kind of cool if it did that kind of thing. Although moving away and coming back is useful in that it refreshes the jobs, it's also a pain. Which car is that? Is that one of these? No, we need 20 and 45. Must be these then. There's 45. 45 is going on the back. 20? Yeah. Already tested that, Pectec, and that's not strictly true. Because if you have cards in your hand and you save it and you load the game back, it's not how it works. It expires them. It usually spawns Steam Logo, Costello. That's what I said it usually does, but it didn't this time. But in theory, any can spawn there. Which is a bit weird. There's no point having a D2 at the coal mine, because a D2 would never get anything out of it. Yeah, but that's not what we're saying, Crisps. We're on about the job card, not when you've got an actual physical... Sorry. Go. You go. What? What am I using for material? Really? Abandonment, guys. Abandonment. She's off to the cinema. Oh yeah, yeah, go and have fun, yeah. Abandonment. Yeah, true, Chris. You could do that. You could, like, take the job card, get the loco, hook up to a load of stuff, and then that would kind of lock it in. It's a lot of faff, but yeah. There should be another way. Again, even if you pick the job card up and it says to you, I'll keep this job locked for the next 20 minutes. Just something. Some way of controlling the jobs. I can't. I'm not allowed, Funky. I can't drink alcohol at the moment. Because I am on these things. Doxycycline. Which means I'm not allowed alcohol. It's an antibiotic that's affected by alcohol. So I can't even have a beer. Tell you, dark times, mate. It's been like that all week. Remember that cough I had last weekend? The week before that, I had amoxicillin, which finished on the Wednesday, and my cough came back really bad last weekend. I had a sore throat. Last week's streams, you may remember I was coughing. Well, on the Monday, I basically saw the doctor, and they gave me that. Industrial strength antibiotics. But it means I can't drink a beer. Sniff. Oh, thanks, Uriel. I appreciate that. Thanks for drinking a beer in my honour. Well, the best thing about these black mods, the instructions say... Where is it? Listen to this. It's on the box. Have doses evenly through the day. Finish the course. Unless you are told to stop. Oh yeah. Protect your skin from sunlight. Do not use sunbeds. It literally says that. It literally says that on my antibiotics. Protect your skin from sunlight and do not use sunbeds. Take with a full glass of water and do not take indigestion remedies. Yeah? Because apparently it makes your skin sensitive, so you have to stay away from sunlight. And I literally read up on it. Some of the indigestion tablets can nullify the effect of the antibiotic. It's insane. Yeah, the sunlight part's not difficult. I don't use sunbeds and it's not sunny. But indigestion stuff, that's actually annoying. Well, it didn't say that on the website either. I read all the blurb about it, never mentioned dairy.
What's up, Doc?
Vampire SquirrelPlus.
Yeah, stay out of sunlight. Try to drink blood. Avoid stakes in the heart. Yeah, absolutely no garlic. Lol. Well, I'll just leave that break on a second. Station. Okay. I need a very quick bio break before we do this, BRB. Is anyone else getting flickering? I hope not. Right. Oh yeah, I need to hand the job in, don't I? What's the job time? 35 minutes. Get as much speed as we can. Okay, big climb, left turn, can't remember the speed limit, and then we're going steel mill, so we have to go right down the loop that way. So we cannot go. If that was a triangle there, you could actually go this way, but it's not. Gonna have to hope that the engine doesn't overheat before we get there. It's a massive, it's a bad climb, this. Yeah, that's the other thing about Simulator is when it comes out, the weather will have an effect on the track. So if you try getting out of here when it's raining and the rails are wet, it's actually more difficult. So look forward to that. Dude, why are you wheel slipping when I literally put sand back? That's a bug, surely. It's gotta be a bug. Well, we're halfway. But the speed is slowly eking down. The temperature is very much eking up. We will definitely not be hill starting this. About to get the ding. Warning. Engine overheating. 1.7%. Don't think it's going to do it, you know. There is no radiator fan, bro. Yeah, we're going to have to give it up because look, the engine's about to die. The D6 does overheat, just not very easily. Yeah, it's Burger Bund. The problem is that climb just goes on for too long. $1,360 it can't do it. Not up that gradient. I don't know if we're out of the area, to be honest, Larry. Have a look. It spawned a steam, of course it did. Hang on, if I run all the way back over here and then run back again. Do you reckon it'll spawn another one? Nope, still steam. No, the steam doesn't have more pulling power. If we had another D6 back there or something, we could definitely get out of here. Look at that weight. It's literally sliding. Even the brakes can't hold it. What the heck? There we go. This place doesn't have a turntable as such, but I can loop around, can't I? I think it's more like 8. Well, somebody said it was 800 Rome. Indeed. Oh yeah, it is. Because I've been reversing. My bad. I miscalculated. I was going to reverse around the loop, but if you actually look at the map, you need to come out of here forward so that you can reverse down there. 25 minutes. Unlikely we're going to do this, but we'll see what happens. It'll be good fun. I'll probably derail this, just rushing to get down there. Hopefully 2 of them can hill start this. It should do. Very true, Larry. I should try not to. No, you can't lay your own tracks. That's Railroads Online. There it is. There's the patient. Rescue loco incoming. Patient waiting for simulator. End of June. Okay. Brakes are fully released. If I didn't connect the 2 locos, I don't think I'd be struggling this much. Why would it not hook the multi-unit jumpers? It always does. Look, it always does. If this was only one loco, it wouldn't even be moving. Like 2 locos are barely moving it. We're getting the occasional wheel slip. It's on the edge. Give it that. Knock it into overdrive. So the way it works, Flying Fox, is if you have the multi-unit license, which costs 30 grand, then you can couple one locomotive to another via the blue cable, and then this controls that one, or vice versa. Basically, both operate in tandem. You do something to one, it does it to the other. If you don't have that license, you can still do 2 locos, but you'll have to remote one yourself and then operate the other. And I will be covering that, I think, in the next video on YouTube. The one thing you can't do is you can't see the temperature gauge of the other loco. You have to kind of keep having a look. In theory, it will be the same if they started off the same. Okay, 17 minutes left. Absolutely no way we're getting the bonus. But hey ho, lessons were learned. I love that. Speed limit of 60. Like, seriously. What's that weird glitchy bit that we hit down here? It's a bit... Was it on the turn? It was on the loop where it suddenly started doing crazy things. All these points should already be set from the last time we came through here. So look at that bush again, just obscuring that signal. There's no way that's an accident. I have no idea how he's doing PC gaming. Trying to gauge where the back of the train's gone through that 50 zone. I think loosely they are flopsy-doodle, but they're not exact in any way. 30th of June, Harmar. That's what we'll be coming back through there. Basically like that through the mountain. PC gaming. IRL is IRL, my friend. Yeah, but it's such a faff putting a caboose on the back. You've got to have it there for a kickoff, or spend 10 grand to spawn it on the back. I think we're coming up on the weird treacle bit, aren't we? Where it suddenly slows down. Yeah, we ain't getting on there for the bonus, are we? Not a chance. The brakes are off at the moment. I'm just watching it for the vehicle to start slowing down. Which I think it was here that it happened. It's not doing it now. Yeah, it was there because it was just before that tree. No, that tree's been there a while. It's a known issue. I'm surprised they've not patched it out. Or is this it? Maybe this is it. There you go, look, this is it. Will you just randomly slow down? It's so strange. It's got to be a map bug, look. It's like there's some part of that section of track that just slows the train down. It's just before that crossover. That's the second time it's done it, so it's definitely... It definitely wasn't a glitch, it's definitely a repeatable thing. Because once you come through it, you suddenly start to pick up speed again. Yeah, it's fine, Mirror Camper, don't worry about that. I'm going to try and finish my YouTube series before the end of June anyway. Mr. Hawkeye, thank you for 54 months there. Where's this stuff even going to? It's all going to B3I. Back should be through that section by now. Some tight turns have excessive friction. They know about it, so they fixed it in simulator. Cool. So simulator will fix all the existing bugs and then introduce some lovely new ones, no doubt. Such is software. Old Windows having the keyboard command to turn computer screens upside down. Yeah, you could also reverse the mouse direction up and down, couldn't you? That was an old favourite, that was. Time, forget about it, 4 minutes. Ain't gonna happen. We're a long way from the steel mill. Breaking couplers will be brutal. PC Gaming, thank you for gifting us up to Rez. Welcome back, Rez. Yeah, so the number is the max speed. They drop the 0 off the end, basically. So if you go left, it's 60. If you go right, it's 60. That blue and white there tells you that it's a level, like the track's level ahead. There's a whole thing that comes with the game. This one. There you go. Signage. 1.2% positive. So if it's a yellow, it means you're going uphill. Flat looks like that, and then downhill has a red on it. It tells you the signage in the game. See you later, PC Gaming. Have a good one, sir. Kemlo, thank you for 8 months. No. It's going to be like minutes, isn't it? Minutes overtime. Very close. Without that bonus, running 2 DE6s, I don't know what the profit's going to be on this. It's a good point. We could have just turned one off now. We don't really have any hills to deal with. Should have done that. Should have done that already. No, as soon as I come out of that slope, I should have turned off the loco. What I should have done. I mean, we've not wasted that much diesel because we've not really burned it on the way down. "20 seconds left before the time's up." Dang it. Congratulations, you've received a community award from Steam. Okay. I'll get it. Oh, we have to go manual service, but it's still going to be not super cheap. See, why is that sign in front of that sign? Just so that it blocks it. I keep getting them, Club Villain. Keep getting these random Steam awards. I don't even know what they mean or what they're for. John and Ice pizza, always. I'll be having pizza after this. Self-made pizza. Because I've been abandoned again. Not that I'm bitter. But Mr. Squirrel's down at the cinema eating popcorn. Not bitter. She's had an unlimited card for a year. We both have. It's not like, if you're going to go to the cinema more than once a month, you may as well have an unlimited card because the price of cinema tickets is just ridiculous. Silent Mountain, thank you for 8 months. Man, this is a long train. I wish the remote had an off, like you could turn the locomotive off from the remote. That would be handy. Do you get more from Prime or sub? It doesn't matter, Crisps. I'm not affected by whether you sub with Prime or not. I still get the same. That'll be alright. Or you reckon? $39. Look at that. 4 minutes out. 4 minutes off a bonus. That is actually annoying. We teleported round, rescued it with another loco. Still, it was still only 4 minutes out. It'd be nice if the I think I might have said this before, if the bonus was broken down into like 10% chunks or something, rather than just all or nothing. Like if you're under time, you get a huge bonus, and if you're 1 second over, you get no bonus. Well, I don't know what the profit was until we actually go and see what the cost was to do it. Oh, you thought it was a 1 minute grace period, yeah. I think the 50% bonus probably will change. Like, it's too binary in its nature, and it doesn't really take into account what was like Transport Tycoon, Railroad Tycoon, that kind of thing. They understood the concept that getting coal and ore there isn't time critical. Like freight, bulk freight is less time critical than, say, passenger freight or, you know, fresh fruit or something that goes off. Like, the bonus should be also driven by the kind of freight that you're moving. So my guess is they'll add that one day. Yeah, the 50% bonus can be a bit OP, but I think, you know, taking on balance, looking at the cost of the licenses and everything else, like, it needs adjustments across the board, which is something they're planning to do by the sound of it. I think they should add mail cars as well. Because mail cars are a time-critical thing. If you remember the good old Transport Tycoon Deluxe days, passengers and mail were the way to make money. But if you were late with it, you got heavily penalised. And I like that aspect of it. Like, because that's the other thing, is if it gives you the incentive to get it there quickly, but getting it there quickly puts you at risk of a derail, that's the essence of it. Diblo, thank you for subbing with Prime. Welcome. Oh yeah, Chris Sawyer's Transport Tycoon was just... yeah. It's hard to describe it in words. It's a game that completely changed. It just defined an entire genre and did it in such a good way that hardly anybody could even answer it. Nobody really answered that kind of game for a long time. Everything was referenced against it from that point. So, like, it became the benchmark. I'm hoping I can shunt this forward and repair this one. Yeah, if you do the maintenance like this, it's half the price than if you just pay for it at the terminal. I'm guessing this was the first loco to climb with all that sand. Didn't do it any good, though. 6,400 plus 8,600. That's the best part of 15 grand. Plus squirrel tax, hang on. 15 grand. Plus another grand. It's about 16 grand in total. $16,000. I'm not sure what we made. Can anybody remember? We have 610,000 now. Not too bad. That was a fun haul, though. I don't think we made that much money, but we definitely made probably about 30 grand profit, I think. I can't remember how much the jobs added up to. No, we definitely didn't lose money. It was only 16 grand in costs. Those jobs were worth... Can anybody remember how much the jobs were worth at the start? I seem to remember they were quite chunky. Either way, we made a profit, and it was a lot of fun. We almost had a cracking bonus. Nah, crisps, don't think so. Right, that's us done. Let me just save that. I'm just going to copy this save game. I shall be back tomorrow, same time, 11 a.m. That's backed up. Yeah, I think the F1 only the F1's tomorrow starts after my stream, doesn't it? If I remember. It starts at like 8 or something, I can't remember. 8:30? 8:30, yeah, that's it. So when I finish my stream, I'll be able to watch the F1, which is how it should be. I genuinely believe that the FIA should, make a resolution to make all of their races compatible with my stream times. I think that's a perfectly reasonable request. But sadly, I think they're still considering. But for tomorrow, it works. Didn't work last week, but then it was a pretty boring race anyway, so... Anyway, right. Thank you for watching, guys. Have fun with the rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow. If you're not, then have a fun Sunday. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. Good night.